and just people in general or whatever. But then here we come thinking that this is supposed to be a brotherhood and whatever. But then here you guys come with the negativity. This is why a lot of a lot of you guys catch the flack between us, because you guys are so negative.
All right, my guy, you're on your way to Nashville.
Nashville, yes, sir, baby.
On a Sunday.
Yeah, 7 a.m. delivery. I'll get out there at about 6:30 tonight, shut it down,
Okay.
get a nice hotel room, do what drivers do,
Oh, my man said a hotel room. We ain't sleeping in the truck, bro.
Nah, we outgrew that.
Oh, we don't do sleeping in the truck no more. Well, I know that the holiday just passed, and I know per your religion, you don't celebrate the holidays like that. But
this particular holiday that you guys celebrate has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with a massacre, but we won't get into that. Thanksgiving has nothing to do with a holiday.
Okay, that will probably be a whole nother.
We don't condone it, so we don't get involved in it, because that was a hell of a massacre to do to us.
I got you. Okay, well, that would be a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
Yeah.
All right, so this truck driver on TikTok has a question. Okay. Well, maybe not a question. It's more of a rant, and I thought of none other than my good buddy, Drill Sergeant X, old school truck driver, diesel in his blood, 40 year plus,
43 plus, yes,
43 plus, been out there in the beginning, all the way up until
close to it, yes.
and been out here and still going to this day. So
yes, sir.
Let's take a little bit of time out and listen to what this driver has to say.
Hold on. So I've been seeing that trend where people be like, you want to be a truck driver until you got to put in the miles, right? And some people be funny and they'll put, hey, I'm going 10 minutes down the street, 5 minutes down the street, or whatever the case may be. And then I seen one video where a guy, he put that he was going like 7 hours away. And of course, here come the people in the comments. Oh, I do that in 30 minutes. That's nothing. I've drove 1,800 miles in an hour. Just doing all type of crazy stuff. And what kills me is a lot of you guys, guys, women in the trucking industry that's been in here for years. You guys are so negative. Like, you guys do not encourage the new truckers to come in, and you don't give good advice. You guys are just always bragging about how you're better than everybody, how you're the top trucker. The government calls you for a load. You've been driving since you were 3. Your daddy's daddy was a truck driver. You were the first driver to take a load from America to Africa in 2 days. And it's just you're always negative. You guys are not welcoming. That's why a lot of times I believe you guys catch flack from us, because every time we interact with you guys, it's so negative, it's so nasty. You're not welcoming. It just, and people are drained from it. We already have to deal with stuff being out here on the road between our company, the receiver, the shippers, and just people in general or whatever. But then here we come thinking that this is supposed to be a brotherhood and whatever. But then here you guys come with the negativity. This is why a lot of you guys catch the flack between us, because you guys are so negative. You guys don't encourage, you don't help, you don't do nothing. Like, do better.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Okay. Woo! That's a lot. That's a lot to unpack right there, bro. I mean, this truck driver saying that you guys is not welcoming. You guys are negative. Y'all just so into yourselves and stuff like that, bro. Why do the younger generation, like this truck driver right here, feels that way about you guys? What you guys do to them? What's going on, my guy?
We paved the way for her to talk that shit. See, she doesn't understand respect. She doesn't understand how the industry has been formed, reformed, back to form, to reformed again, and reformed again, just so she could get on social media and say what she's saying. We are very welcoming. It's not our fault you're not comprehending. If we tell you something, we give you advice, you don't want to take it because you think you can reinvent this industry. So that's, you feel that way? Hey, listen, I feel sorry for you because you're the reason why I don't encourage you and I don't help you motherfuckers. Statements like that. Let me tell you something. Yeah, everything she said, we've done. We give advice to those that want it. We help the ones that want to be helped. But here she is out here, and I'm not going to go and get into it and make it sound like women bashing or any of that. I'm not going to do that because that's not what it's going to be, but that's the way the fans going to take it. But come on, why are you out here? What steps did you forget in life? Yeah, our daddies did this. Yeah, it's a family tradition. We do this because this is what we love doing. This is what we do. We move America since before you was a thought. And here you come with conversation like this? Nah, that's crazy. I really got a lot to say because of what she said, but because of the format I'm on, I can't say what I really want to say. And I said, from now on, I'm going to start being nice to your audience instead of giving y'all.
Oh, stop. Freeze. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that?
No, bro. No, bro. This is an open conversation. If I have to stand here and accept what your side of things, then the audience is going to have to accept it too, whether if they like it or not. Now, if they don't like it, that's their opinion. But me,
yeah,
I listen. I listen. I learn, and I learn a lot. Whether you give it to me raw and unfiltered or easy and kind, I'd rather take the raw and unfiltered part myself.
Try to give it to everybody, the truthful. You know, I try to
give it to us. Give it to us.
Where she's out here in this industry, what are you looking for? What is it that you need help with? You went to some driving school. You didn't get it from the family tradition. You don't have the love for this industry because if you did, why are you talking like that? This is something that let me talk about from my point of view. I'm not going to talk about the rest of the drivers out here that are truckers. See, I keep telling y'all there's a difference between drivers and truckers. I am a trucker. I don't give a flying rat's ass about the drivers. Why? Because you guys are on company time. You guys is on standard company time. You got a book you got to respect. You scared to death to do anything. You can't hit the left lane and get busy. You can't. So how can you get upset with truckers who loves this shit? We've been doing this shit and loving this shit, and we still out here doing it. When this shit shuts down for you and you look at night, you see them lights going, who you think that is? That's us. We're picking up your slack because you're slackers. You're going to get mad at what I'm going to say, but it's nothing but the truth. Whatever you are, whoever you are, lady, don't come for us. We not bitter. We not negative. This is not negative conversation. That's that's where y'all mindset has been put to think what we say is negative. Everything that you new generation people that's under the age of 45 think, y'all think everything is negative. We not negative. We being truthful. And the truth sometimes hurts. And if you get it from me, you're really going to be upset because I want to know, well, damn, girl, why are you out here? What steps in life did you miss that you ain't a wife to a nice house, some kids and a nice car, and your husband funding you and the bills? What did you do that you struck out and you had to come out here in the trucking industry? Yeah, we ain't gonna do that because you struck out. You out here, you struck out, you overused your shit, and now it ain't no good. So you out here. Now you want to talk shit about us.
They feel that
entitled. They feel entitled to what?
Okay.
You went to trucking school. You entitled to what? You went to trucking school. You ain't turned a wrench on nothing on that truck. You ain't got nowhere where you had to persuade a shipper or the receiver to load you so you can skedaddle. You got to call your boss man and complain and bitch and all that. When we out here doing what we do, we make shit happen. Never change a flat. You ain't never changed your oil filter. You ain't never changed a timing belt, a fucking serpentine belt. Come on, stop. There's so many things you ain't done in this industry.
But the new generation is just simply saying that they want the same respect.
What did you do to get respect?
Oh.
Went to driving school?
Oh.
You could drive a 10-hour, 5-hour split? You need respect for that? Anybody? Fuck, you driving automatic. Let's start there. You're an automatic. We ain't got to go no further. You're an automatic. Shut up. Anybody could drive an automatic. Let's mic drop that right there. You're an automatic. I'm not impressed. Let me see you back down in a dock downhill in the clutch. Let me see how you pull that mountain and downshift coming down the other side of that mountain and not have the factory set transmission help you. What respect you want? You're driving a truck that's programmed to drive in an automatic that's programmed to do the shit for you. All you doing is holding the steering wheel. And guess what? They got them so you ain't even got to do that no more. Lazy mother, man.
I look at it as more as a rant. Obviously, they are definitely
disrespectful to us.
Well, they're definitely, they're definitely in their feelings, because they feel like that you guys are not helpful. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just get out here. Y'all got diesel in the blood, and y'all did this, that, and the third. And they feel like when they do ask for help, you guys turn
help
up the
what?
Well, I mean, ask for any advice. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase. They ask for advice. How about that? Not help, but advice. Advice on trucking, I guess.
Today's trucking is not yesterday's trucking.
Okay.
So how can we give you advice on the shit that you into that we're not?
Good
we can
point.
only give you the advice of what we doing.
Right. Okay. That's a good point. That's a good point. And I can understand that. I can understand that.
And let me explain this. Yesterday's woman is today's man, and today's man is yesterday's woman. So what advice can we give you? We can only do what we know how to do, what we're good at doing. If you see an old timer in an automatic now, he deserves to be in one. He put his time in. He did what he had to do. Now he just laid back in the cut like a Band-Aid, relaxing for the rest of his time. Like me, for example. I'm in this 2025, relaxing. I got pressed shirts, pressed jeans on, looking good, smelling good.
As always.
What's it to talk about? Y'all out here TikToking, shaking ass in the truck stops in the back of your trailer, making TikTok videos, doing new trucker shit. Who the hell got time to be out here clapping cheeks and ain't making no money? Here shaking your ass for TikTok for 32 cents after 2 hours of being recorded.
And I'm going to have to agree with you right there, because the majority of the TikTok truckers that I see on this app it just got me to thinking too, like, bro, like.
I'm going to break down the women to the men. The women want to wear tight, revealing clothes. They want to show they moose knuckle. They want to show that they got a camel toe. They want to show they got a fat ass. Then they want to get on top of a flatbed with heels on or slides on and get up there and get the dancing. I can't wait to see one fall the fuck off and break her goddamn ankle. I hate to say that, but y'all doing unsafe shit. If Billy Bob and the boys grab your ass and take you behind that 53 and run a 53 on your little dumbass, then what y'all gonna say? Now for them dudes out there, they doing the same shit, just in a different form. They out here doing it for the Vine. They doing it for the TikTok. I like the dudes that do the workout videos. I can fuck with them. I like the dudes that's giving their point of view. I got a couple of good young boys that just came into the industry, and they're giving advice from the new wave generation of drivers. They coming fresh out of driving school, and they giving advice on how to do it, because they said exactly what I've been saying. The school ain't going to teach you really how to do this shit when you get on the road. The school just teach you how to get your license. Mm-hmm. Once you out here and the company throw you to the wolves and you ain't prepared, how's that our fault? You going to get it from the mud. You going to learn this. Listen, we learned the hard way. We didn't come out here. Listen, we done it at a younger age. Like I said many episodes before, I started driving when it was called an articulated license. I was driving before I had a license. So what am I supposed to tell somebody who had to go to school to do what was learned by family tradition? I taught my daughter how to drive. She drives stick too. To this day, she has a car, 6-speed. She can drive 13-speed, 10-speed. Come on, you talking to the wrong, like who you really talking about when you say old school? We do this shit for real. Some of us are still doing the most. I ain't gonna say what it is, but we doing the most. And the bag speaks for the most. The truck itself speaks for it. When you see them pretty motherfuckers go by, you all sit there and go, damn, well, I can't wait to get me one of those. You ain't gonna get one. Stop it. Some of these trucks is older than y'all and look so much better than the shit you driving, and they rolling.
How about
stop it?
how about these new drivers that be out here capping about the money though? Like I just saw a video. I just saw a video not too long ago where a driver been in the game for like 20 plus years. Old boy get $3,000, or he said his last paycheck was $3,000, but he only got $300 in his bank account. Like I guess I can believe that.
That sounds good. That sounds about right.
I can believe that, but if you've been in the game for 20 plus years, aren't you supposed to have like some something?
Some shit to show for?
Yes.
Yeah, well, okay. Since 2021 to present, I ain't been out here because I've been fighting the C word.
Yes, and doing a very good job.
I've been living off my banking account. When we started this shit, no one taught us how to do policies where you could take out. Nobody's told us. My father didn't know how to do that because his father didn't know how to do that. I learned it through fighting it. These guys coming in the industry with everything to their ability. They're not owner operators. These are company drivers that's talking this shit. That's the part that pisses me off. Why is the company drivers talking shit? You work for John Henry. You work for Mr. Smith Bobo. You work for Shay Whitey. Why are you talking shit to us when we are working for ourselves? Why? Why we got to hear you bitch and complain about what we had experienced? Yeah, if the government calls us, yeah, they're going to call us before they call you. Yeah, if they need a load going to Africa, shit, sign me up. I'll get it there in 2 days. Because I got some friends in the Navy. I got some friends in the Navy with a big-ass ship that can get me across the water. How about that? Come on, makes sense. Listen, drivers of the young. If you're 45 and under, just listen to me. We started at the bottom too. Those that are owner operators that built their companies came from a bloodline of driving, came from a bloodline of knuckle busting, came from a bloodline of cold weather. Y'all ain't never been broke down on I-90 in the winter. And you out there trying to turn some wrenches with your hands freezing, your feet freezing, and you trying to keep a fire going. You never had to take charcoal and put it in pans and put it underneath your truck to keep the damn oil pan from freezing. See, there's so much stuff that we did from the mud for real. You guys is coming in, everything is done for you. So our conversations is not to be negative. We got to toot our own horn because you guys don't know that what we're talking about. We can't even sit around the counters no more and eat and drink coffee and talk to one another because of the new generation. Introverts. Y'all don't know what it's like to go in a truck stop, sit down in the booth or sit at the counter and order some good doggone cooked food because you guys came along and they took all the damn restaurants out of the truck stops and loaded them up with fast food because that's all y'all know. Garbage. You eat garbage, you know garbage, but then you want to get at us because we had to really work to get where we at. So yeah, if you've been in this game over 20 years and you ain't got a savings, maybe something happened. Maybe something happened where you had to deplete your savings and you starting all over. You know what to do. You know how to go get it. These young ones, they jump from market to market, company to company, and big complain about the companies. They're not putting their time in no industry. I don't care what the industry is. They leave a job in a heartbeat. Why? Where you going to put your time in for yourself? When are you manifesting your industry to build your brand? What is your brand? Who is she? Who? Can I say it in English?
Yes, you can.
Who the fuck is she? That's all I want. Who the fuck is she? And where the fuck did she come from? That she's crying. If somebody made a comment about somebody else's TikTok or somebody's in their comments saying whatever they do, what that got to do with her? She's so sick and tired. Sick and tired of what? They didn't say it to you personally. I mean, have you ever split a shower with a stranger? Let me stop, because I still got $40.
Always get.
They gonna come on my page and call me a woman basher and all this. I got what they be saying. We bitter. Let me correct that. There's nothing bitter about me. There's nothing bitter about what we do. I'm speaking for the drivers of the past that's still driving to today. We got some young dudes out there that's getting it. Okay. Lockout. We got some young drivers out there that's under 45, that's owner operators with hoods. That's it. I don't want to give them names out right now because, a lot of them don't like that.
Yeah.
But you know who they are.
To me, the people that's doing it big, they not out here bragging, bro. They not out here.
No, you don't see them.
They're not out here talking. They're not out here flashing. They're not out here doing none of that stuff, man. They out here getting their money, getting their time, and doing what they need.
You see Lockout, you see them getting their truck washed and polished.
Right.
And then you see them throw a night video up of them in the daytime. What are they doing? They sleeping while they getting loaded. Because when the sun go down, it's time for the chrome to get down. They say chrome don't get you home, and we ain't trying to go. I got of the new equipment because I deserve it. I deserve this one I'm in right now.
Because you work.
But I can jump in Pretty White Girl at any given time. At any given time. I like this new shit. I'm honestly saying I like it, but I ain't staying in this. I'm gonna throw somebody in this one. Somebody else will be driving this soon. I just wanted to break it in. So we're not bitter. Let me clarify. We're not bitter. We just, how about y'all really talk to us? How about y'all really ask us some real questions or ask us some real things that you really want to know about? I get guys that ask me how to become an owner operator. It ain't the same. So my advice from the 80s and the 90s
don't work in the 2000s.
They're not beneficial to you right now. You could take some of it and apply it, but the way the industry got the headlock on it, they're not looking for owner operators right now. They're looking for slaves. Rockefeller said he don't want thinking people. He want working people. He wants slaves. And God damn it, that's what he's getting. They're making the trucks do the work for you. All they want you to do is be in it. So if anything happened, they had a human in it. So we bitter. We just different.